watch Mr. Heavyweight Boxing today.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Chris, the Nightmare Ariel, and you're watching Mr. Boxing.
It's your boy Big Baby Miller here. Listen, we knocking on all bums. First it's gonna be Dylan White, if it's gonna be Joseph Parker, but you know who got the story right? Mr. Boxing Today. You check him out. He got all the latest news on the heavyweight division. And if you don't know me, you soon will, because I'm kicking everybody ass.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. So I spoke about this fight on the last live stream that I did a few days ago. Very intriguing fight, man. Adam Kownacki versus Charles Martin. It will be going down on the undercard of Porter versus Garcia, which is a really good fight at welterweight. But yeah, this fight right here, man, a lot's on the line. All right, Adam Kownacki is an up and coming guy. He is rated in a few of the sanctioning bodies top 15s. I think even BoxRec has him like at number 12. He was at number 10 on BoxRec for a while over the last year. All right. But Kownacki, you know where he's going to be in the ring, right? You don't have to go looking for him. He's going to come right at you. He wants to go right to the body. He's one of those types of guys that'll give up his face, like literally give up his face to go to the body. You know what I mean? He is there to be hit. He's very hittable, but he's tough. He's durable, and he's built for that. He's been fighting this whole style his whole life. Brooklyn, you know, Polish kid, but he grew up in Brooklyn. Very close friends with Jarrell Miller. They've sparred hundreds of rounds with each other coming up as teenagers. You know what I mean? And he's a, you know, I like Kownacki, man. You know, but Charles Martin, since the Anthony Joshua loss, he has came back and he has fought 2 fights since then. He beat Byron Poli, journeyman guy who's pretty much fought some of who's who, and Michael Marone, who's fought some of who's who as well. All right. You know, so, and we know Charles Martin, you know, out of the ring since the Joshua fight. He had an incident where he got shot. And he was doing a lot of stuff on his Instagram account, putting up videos, doing all types of shit. You know what I mean? But what I will say is, it seems as if the last year, since he's came back, since the Byron Poli fight, probably a few months before that fight, he has been focused, man. I will say that. I've seen him in Big Bear. I know he's in Big Bear right now, training with Jeff Mayweather. Also Henry Tillman, who won the Olympic gold in '84. He had to fight with Mike Tyson as a pro. Fought a few guys. But Tillman's working with him. Jeff Mayweather's working with him. Jeff Mayweather said that the first day he worked together, he didn't really think he had that much pop. Then the second day, they worked together, and Jeff was like, this motherfucker can hit hard. There's actually an interview, I believe it's on the Mayweather channel that's here on YouTube, that they did last week. All right. So, and Jeff isn't going to waste his time. He's not going to go up to Big Bear and waste his time with guys. So one thing they were talking about is getting Charles to use his jab more. That's something Charles was saying Jeff is having him work on, is popping that jab and wanting to use angles against Kownacki. All right. The weight, all right, now they're heavyweights, right? So, but sometimes I like to look at the weights, man, just, you know, because sometimes guys go up and down in weight. Charles Martin came in at 245 for the Anthony Joshua fight. The Tsar Glaskov fight, he was 249. Almost was he 249 and a half for that fight. And then the Byron Poli, he was 242, all right? The best I've seen Charles Martin was the Joey Dwecko fight where he came in at 238. So I like Charles Martin around that 240, somewhere in there, 241, you know, I think that's a perfect weight for him. All right, now he did balloon back up to 255 in the Michael Marone fight. So I want to see what he comes in at with this Adam Kownacki fight. Hopefully he's around in that 240, 242 at the most, somewhere in there, man, somewhere in that range. I think that's the best weight for him. You know, so we will see what type of shape he comes in at. He's 6'5", 80-inch reach. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at Kownacki. Kownacki's another guy that goes up and down in weight. The Lago Kiladze fight, he was 260 pounds. The Arthur Spilka fight, his best win, he was 242. And if you, I don't have his other weights on here, but he's up and down as well. 260, 258, you know, 249. He's up and down with his weight. I hope he comes in somewhere in the 240s. You know what I mean? 245, somewhere in there, but not 260. Because in that Kiladze fight, he was getting touched up in that fight, man. Kiladze was having some success in that fight early on. moving, pretty much just sticking and moving. And then after a while, Kownacki even got his nose busted in that fight. He just started to wear Kownacki out, attacking that body, going upstairs. He's just relentless. He's like fucking Jason Voorhees or something, man. You know what I mean? You can hit the dude, but he keeps walking you down, and he keeps coming forward. All right. I was just on his Instagram account, and come on, work. I know he's gonna come forward and he's gonna work the body. We all know he's gonna do this, you know. So come on, work. Kownacki going to his body, trying to break his body down. That's the question. Come on, work. He's gonna have to me, place good uppercuts, man. You know, place good. I know he likes to throw that left hand down the middle, but to me, place some good uppercuts while Kownacki's trying to lean down and rip to that body. You can catch him with uppercuts. Martin, you know, I know people have that Anthony Joshua fight burned into their memory, but with that said, though, the dude does have heavy hands. He has 25 wins. 23 of those wins came by KO or TKO. So the dude does have some heavy hands, man. It's just that he has to go in there with the right mindset and implement a game plan to where he can move, use his jab, catch Kownacki coming on the way in, tie him up when they get on the inside. You know what I mean? But Kownacki is a tough dude. Really haven't seen nobody clinch him effectively. Now, he has gone against lesser opposition, but I haven't really seen nobody able to put him in a clinch effectively and keep him from working on the inside. All right, so it's going to be a tough battle for Charles Martin, man, but I think he possesses the skill set and he has the size and reach advantage to implement the type of game plan to where he can beat a guy like Kownacki, but Kownacki's relentless. And if Charles Martin shows any signs of wear and tear or tiring out or going against the ropes to try to get a rest, it's going to be a tough night for him, man. But I like what he's, you know, the interview I watched when he was with Henry Tillman and Jeff Mayweather, I like what I'm hearing from Charles Martin. He seems very humble. And look, you don't have to be humble. You can talk your shit, but you got to show up on fight night. And he knows he talked a gang of shit going into that Anthony Joshua fight, and he didn't show up. He says he beat himself. You know, that's his opinion. I think Anthony Joshua beat him. You know what I mean? But I get what, you know, he really didn't show up that night against AJ. He didn't show up that night against AJ. AJ went there and took care of business. But I like what I'm hearing. He's humble, but humble in the way where he's like, you know what? I'm going to work my ass off. I'm going to get in the ring and my work going to show for itself. It's one of those humbles, you know what I mean? And sometimes you need to humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? To get your mind back right, get back focused, and go in there and let your hands do the talking. Now, if you whoop Kownacki's ass, then you can talk your shit. You know what I mean? Even if you're confident going into a fight, you can still talk your shit. But when you don't show up, you're going to have to humble yourself a little bit. You know what I mean? And that's what he's doing. He has been active. A lot of people, they don't even know that he's came back and fought 2 fights. A lot of people think the last fight he had was the Anthony Joshua fight. So he's been kind of laying in the cut. I've seen him down at the Crunk. I've seen him in different spots in Cali, getting good sparring and training in. You know, Gerald Washington, and he's been sparring some of everybody, man. Like I said, he has Joe Joyce did an interview. I know Joe Joyce is also up in Big Bear training with Abel Sanchez. Joyce said, I seen an interview with him on Sky Sports last week. Or about 2 weeks ago, he said that he's been sparring Charles Martin, and there's some other heavyweights up there. So I know Martin will be ready. It's just about, can he put together the right game plan, and will he have the right mindset when he's in there with Kownacki, and Kownacki's coming forward and he's being relentless and you're hitting him with good shots and he keeps coming. You know what I mean? But the one thing about Kownacki, like I said, tough and relentless, but he's very hittable. Very hittable. So I think, you know, Kownacki's one of them type of dudes, man, where I think you damn near probably have to knock him out to beat him. Or if you do beat him by decision, I mean, you have to bludgeon this guy, man. You know what I mean? But he's there to be hit. That's the thing about him. So he will make for an entertaining fight. Intriguing fight, man. I can't wait till this fight happens. What do you guys think about this fight? Who are you favoring in this fight? And how do you think the fight's going to end? Charles Martin versus Adam Kownacki going down September 8th. Like I said, it will be on the Porter Garcia undercard. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm gone.